Hello, my little brothers and sisters. I'm so happy to be here with you once again. I have a couple of questions that some of you have sent me, and I'd like to answer them. So I'd like you to join me and listen closely and reflect as we look over these questions together and we answer them for you. The first question comes to us from Sophia, who is age 6. God bless you, Sophia. Thank you for sending in your question. God be with you. Sophia's question is, what can I do when I cannot help someone? That's a great question, Sophia. And thank you for asking that. Sophia is asking what she can do when she feels like she cannot help someone. I want you to know, Sophia, that if you truly desire to help someone, and especially when you are as young as you are, when you're 6 years old, if you feel like you can't do anything, I want to remind you, my dear little sister, that you can. You can do something to help someone that you want to help. You can do something very powerful and very important that sometimes we grown-ups, we big people, and we forget to do. We forget to do. Sophia, sweetie, you can pray for someone that you want to help, especially if you feel like you don't know what to do, you don't know what to say, you don't know how to approach. What you need to do when you are burdened for someone that you love, when you are burdened for someone that you really want to help, offer prayers for them. Offer a service of prayer in your own capacity. That means to your own ability, your own level. Say a prayer for them. Say a Jesus prayer. Grab your prayer rope. Say a little rope for them. Or pray in Our Father. Or simply in your own words. Pray that God help them the way that you wish they would be helped. And if you don't know what to do, then ask God to help the person that you're praying for that needs help. Ask that God help them in whatever way will be best for their salvation. That is the key thing, especially if we don't know what we ought to pray for the person that needs help. We always ought to pray for them that their petitions or their needs, which are unto salvation and unto life everlasting, are answered by the Lord. And then you have to be patient and you have to trust in God. That's what you can do, Sophia. I hope that helps. My dear little ones, we have another question. This question comes from Elias, who is 10 years old. Elias, God bless you, dear little brother. God be with you. Elias asks,
Father bless. Father, I have a question. Why do we do the sign of the cross?
Good question, Elias. Good question. You know, we Christians, we love the cross. We love the cross. And we make the sign of the cross constantly. When you go to our services, you see people making the sign of the cross, not just at the beginning and at the end of the service, but all throughout. We sign ourselves with the cross. Sometimes people will even make the sign of the cross over their mouth only or over their forehead. We love making the sign of the cross over their heart. The reason we make the sign of the cross is because it is the symbol of our victory. It is the symbol of our salvation. It is the only thing, as St. Paul tells us, that we can boast about. We Christians, Elias, we love the cross. We love it. We relish in it. We can't boast of anything else. For us, the cross is that standard that we lift up high, that symbol, that flag of victory. It is the symbol of our triumph over death, because Christ conquered death by dying on the cross for us, So why do we do the cross so much? There are historical reasons, for sure. That's the way that Christians identified themselves. That's the way that Christians showed that they believed in the Christ, the crucified one. But in a nutshell, without having to go into a significant theological or historical discussion. We do the cross all the time. We make the sign of the cross all the time because we love it. We love it. And it reminds us that through it, the entire cosmos, all of creation was redeemed through Christ, the Son of God, the second person of the Holy Trinity, offering himself and dying for our salvation. So that's why we make the sign of the cross all the time. There's much more, Elias. There's much more. And maybe one day we can sit down and talk about it in greater detail together. God bless you.
Patristic Nectar Publications presents The Holy Trinity, an 11-lecture series by the late Father Thomas Hopko, former professor of dogmatic theology and dean of St. Vladimir's Orthodox Theological Seminary. Revered for his zealous and forthright preaching, Father Hopko delivered these lectures in February 2001 to the clergy of the Antiochian Orthodox Christian Archdiocese of North America, delving into the Orthodox Church's dogmatic teachings on God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. March 18th, 2024 marks the 9th anniversary of Father Hopko's repose. May his memory be eternal. For these and other available titles, please visit our website at patristicnectar.org.